Hello friends, now it's time to upgrade vCenter 6.7 to 7.0. So I have a vCenter appliance that is, you can go to summary tab and you can check this is 6.7. Okay, I'm logged in into vCenter and this is 6.7. So now I'm going to upgrade. So first of all, open your vCenter setup installer. Go to VCSA UI installer, Win32 and installer.exe. I have information handy. Okay, so I have to upgrade. So go to upgrade section, click on upgrade, next, accept, go to next. Now connect to source appliance. So my source appliance is I can use FQDM, no problem. Okay, now SSO credential. Enter the ESXi IP or vCenter name where this source vCenter is hosted. So I have ESXi IP address. So let me put the IP address of ESXi, root and password. Click on next. Validating all the credentials. So invalid SSO credential. Okay, so there is a mistake. In my case, P is missing. So click on next. Yes. Once your SSO credential is verified or validated, you will get next step. Now, step 4, vCenter server deployment target. Where you want to deploy your vCenter. So same ESXi I will use and password. Next. Yes. Now VM name should be and username. Root credential you set for new vCenter. That is your appliance password. Go to next. Select data store. I will choose enable thin disk mode. You should have one IP address, that is temporary IP address. If you have, that's okay. Otherwise, in my case, I will use DHCP. And go to next and finish. vCenter is deploying. It will take a few minutes. Till then, I am pausing my video. Now, stage 1 is completed. vCenter is deployed. Let me click on continue. Click on next. So it's running pre-upgrade checks. If all good, then it will pass the pre-upgrade checks and we can continue for the upgrade. Also make sure DNS entry should be there for vCenter. So make sure you have created a host record for vCenter and its IP. And you can try NS lookup of your vCenter IP and NS lookup your vCenter server name. So both should be okay. And so I'm waiting to pass this pre-check. So finally, I got this warning. The ESXi is managed by vCenter. So I was directly using ESXi host to deploy vCenter, but it is manageable by vCenter. So we can use vCenter as well as, so we can ignore this warning. And file that cannot be used with update manager, this is the upgrade manager warning. This is not critical alert, this is warning, so we can ignore this and go for close. And now select upgrade data. You will get three options: configuration and inventory files items, like 1.85 GB is estimated size, and 33 minutes downtime is required as per this calculation. Now second is configuration, inventory, task and event. That is more than this size because it is including task and event as well as, that is size 1.97 GB. And configuration, inventory, task, event, performance metrics. So this is new vCenter for me, so that's why performance metrics is null, so you are getting the same size. So I will use last one, so that you should choose last one, so that everything like performance metric, event, task will be migrated to new vCenter. Click on next. If you want to join this customer experience improvement program, then okay, otherwise uncheck this. Next. This is the summary. Now just acknowledge I have backed up the source vCenter and required all the data. So it is recommended by VMware you take the backup of source vCenter before the migration. So I'm going to finish this and it will start migrating from source vCenter, that is 6.7, to new vCenter 7.0. Okay, this is shutdown warning. So upgrade is being initiated. So once it's upgraded successfully, you can see source vCenter, that is 6.7, will be shut down and new vCenter 7.0 will be running with the same IP address which was assigned to 6.7. So the temporary IP address will be removed. So not to worry about that. So you can use your vCenter, or you can access your vCenter using the same IP address. So step one is in stage 2, copy data from source vCenter to target vCenter. So it is copying the data, and depends on the database size. If you have huge inventory and lots of VMs and ESXi host managed by that vCenter, so of course the inventory size will be higher, and that will take long time accordingly. So it depends on the inventory size. So first of all, it will copy all the data from source vCenter to target vCenter. Then it will set up target vCenter and start the services. On destination vCenter 7.0, it will start the services. Then it will import all the copied data to the new vCenter. So it will take a few minutes. Till then, I'm pausing my video. So copy data from source vCenter to target vCenter is completed. And now target vCenter setup is in progress, and starting it, it's starting services. So about to complete. Yeah, step number 2 is also completed. vCenter services are started. Now importing copied data to vCenter. So during the upgrade, please make sure you have created host record for in DNS server for your vCenter server. Also make sure pointer record is also created. So this is important because that might be cause of failure of this upgrade. So make sure you have created pointer record and host record in your DNS server. This is mandatory. So finally it's completed and we got message. Okay, okay, now we can close this. This is only information section. So close this, and new vCenter is accessible through this link. This is old link, you can see. Now click on this. Just close this. Let me show you something. I will close this. India VC is my vCenter, and you can see my old vCenter. What happened with my old vCenter? It is power off. Now sign in with India VC. Yeah, this is the new console of vCenter, and you can see HTML5 client only, because Flash based client is no more longer to support on VMware. So just you can use HTML5. Okay, I will try to log in. India VC colon 5480. That would be my appliance. That is not working. Okay, so it was taking some time to start the services. Now let me log in with my not P SSO credential. So this is first time I'm logging into vCenter 7.0 after upgrade, and let's see how it's look like. So please note down, in my next video, I will explain what are the new features introduced in 7.0. So I will explain every feature. I will try to explain each and every feature one by one. But let's see how it's look like. Also, let me try to open console appliance. So this is the new vCenter 7.0. Okay, this is the build number, and there is no inventory. This is the demonstration purpose, how you upgrade. And let's see how appliance console looks like in 7.0. Login. Yeah, this is 7.0. So all seems good and all services are running. So in this video, we have seen how to upgrade your 6.7 vCenter to 7.0. In next video, we'll see what are the new features introduced in 7.0. Thank you for watching this video.